Hello and welcome again to Blue Garden Cottage. Lovely to have you with me again. I always say that because it is, and it's actually a wonder you're with me today. It's not such a nice day now. It's been raining, fine rain, but that kind that gets right the way through you for a couple of hours. Now we're out to walk the dog this morning, and it was lovely to start with, and then progressively got very blustery with spitting rain. So I was glad when we got home, but you don't want to know that. It's boring stuff right now. This video is just because I'm determined to post a video no matter what. Okay, you deserve better. You deserve something more planned and scheduled and better worked out, but there's no possible this week. I thought I am not going to have another week where I'm not posting a video because chaos has reigned again. Yeah, been a very busy week, but thankfully it's not stupid stuff. It's, again, necessary stuff to do with family. Hang on a second. Right. Well, I've told you before that no matter what the schedule is for the videos, family will always take priority. And it doesn't mean I'm putting you second, it just means that I'm doing what needs to be done most urgently and most importantly. And today is catch-up day because it's the only day where I've had no appointments, no phone calls yet. So I'm getting on with it. The planned clearing out has not happened, although I did actually need to go into the boiler room cupboard for something for the travel cot for my daughter. So while I did that, I was in the room, I was moving it anyway, I might as well clear off the chair that's in front of the boiler cupboard and sort out clothes and things like that. So I got a corner cleared out and sorted. It wasn't the spare room, my son's room, that I was planning on clearing out. But because I was already in that area, I had a spare moment while the little one was sleeping, while I was babysitting. And I thought, while he's sleeping, just sort out clothes and bedding and all sorts from an area in the room that needed sorting out because I was moving it anyway. So I think this week, even though I didn't get to do the planned job, I did get to do some clearing out. You know how life gets where you desperately want to do something and it just feels like everything is getting in the way again and again and again. And I can sometimes beat myself up about it because I should be further along in the plan to do this because our time's running out. It'll be spring properly soon and I'll have to do gardening, so the house work has to be done. But, hang on. I have to be fair on myself and say, look, just do the best I can with what I've got. Always make do, isn't it? Whether it's with stuff or mentally, make do with what you've got. Just do what you can and make progress. The slow progress is better than no progress. I was thinking this morning actually that I just need to take one little box, one little corner, one little shelf, just something every day so that I'm clearing out every day, one little item at a time. And sure, by and by, I'm sure that I'll actually have a big job already done without noticing it because I haven't actually got stuck into a big job in a couple of days. It's all happened slowly. I think that's just the way I'm going to have to go. Little bits at a time and stay on top of it instead of a great big job going on to the next one and then at the end of it having to come back to doing that one again. So get things sorted and keep it sorted as I'm going while adding another little job the next day. Or next week or whatever. But what am I doing? I'm making a vegan bolognese sauce with all sorts of hidden veggies. Give me a second. Bargain reduced mushrooms bought immediately and chopped up and frozen. So I can just take straight out of that. You can't hear when I'm crunching that, can you? Oh. Kale, all going in. One of the cupboards and what else do I want to put in there? There's onions, garlic, peppers, carrots, mushrooms, kale, herbs. Alright, I think I'll let that simmer a little bit. So even though I've only done a little bit of clearing out, I'm also doing a bit of preparation work because this is in preparation for the grandchildren coming to stay at the weekend. So that will always be busy and chaotic. So I am pre-cooking food so that when they come and all the chaos is happening, I just have to reheat stuff and it's ready. So the sauce, the mince is soy mince that I have soaked overnight in boiling water with some spices. There's some garlic and onion granules, some pepper, some coriander, and some soy sauce. And boiling water, topped up and let it soak overnight. So by the time I get to use it, the texture is really, really, really close to meat. So the grandchildren won't notice. And they know by now that we don't give them animal products because it's our house and we eat what we eat. If we're all going to eat it, it has to be for us all. So, and they know. So it's not as if the hidden vegetables are secret because they know that we put all sorts of vegetables in there. But the way I make it, they don't see it or taste it or smell it. And that is what's important to them. It still tastes like a great bolognese. I think there's lots of parents can relate to that one. Passata. Waste not, want not. Making your own bolognese sauce, always better if you want to avoid all the salt, the sugar, the fat that gets added. I mean, you can buy a sauce and you pour it in a pot and there's this film of yellow orangey oil. See, I don't have that with whole food plant-based cooking. Okay, fine, the mince isn't whole food, but it is plant-based. Right. I'm going to add some more water to that. Add some veggie stock, some soy sauce. Well, this is tamari actually. Just a dash. I barely really ever measure anything. Some nutritional yeast. Grab a tablespoonish full. Pre-cooking, ready for easy reheating. Turn that down and simmer it. I have got butternut squash from last year from the garden. Do you believe it's kept this long and still perfectly fine? Look, there's the last one there. That's one of them that I grew last year and it's still perfectly fine. No damage on the skin, no mold, no nothing. Butternut keep perfectly. I'm going to grow more of them this year. I kept the seeds from the one I cooked last night. I baked it in the oven, stuck it full of holes in the skin, scraped it out, put it upside down in a dish with a bit of water, baked it in the oven, and then left it there when I turned the oven off so that it keeps the moisture The skin goes soft, and then I just peel the skin. I just pull the skin off the pumpkin, and it's ready to make a treat. Whole food, plant-based, of course. So I've got some dates soaking in water to soften up. That'll be blended up with pumpkin and some pectin and... Oh, I should be soaking some cashews, don't I? Oh no, I'll use the silken tofu. I'll make a dessert. I'll do my own cheesecake type base without margarine, without extra sugar. I will just use dates, maybe some grated banana, some ground up oats. What else is there I can use for that? If I've still got some ground almonds, I'll use that. Pack it down when it's all blended up together, and yeah, it'll be a nice dessert. I haven't done a proper dessert for a very long time. Not counting the Cook Sisters. That ain't happening again for a long time. Yeah, there you go. So that's what I'm doing right now. Preparing and making sure the food is pre-cooked and ready for the weekend. The laundry's all going to be put up, sorted and done. And so hopefully by tomorrow I can start the weekend with a nice fresh start. Nothing left to do, and the grandchildren can have all of my attention. But yeah, that's what I'm getting out of this week. Be satisfied with whatever little I can do, as long as I'm doing something. It's better than nothing. And not to beat myself up about it. And to make sure that when I do get time to prepare for the weekend, so that it's a good weekend for the grandchildren. That's what I'm taking from this week. And I hope you do too. I hope you take that from this week as well. That is simmering. When everything is cooked a bit more, I'll blend it up with a stick blender until it's a very, very fine sauce. Then I'll set it aside. I'll cook the soy mince in a pan separately. Then add the sauce, and it's voila. All I have to cook then is the pasta when the grandchildren come, and they love the bolognese. You can never go wrong with children with bolognese, especially fussy eaters. And hide a lot of things in there. Right, I'm going to be off to do that now. I'm going to start washing, vacuuming, dusting, sweeping, and what else? I might just, in fact, get to clear out one shelf in the spare room. Or maybe, yeah, I'll manage one shelf for now. That'll do. I'll be happy with that. What are we having for supper tonight for ourselves? This is for the weekend. Sandwiches, toast. Yeah, something simple. I like. What do we have? We had some vegetables, mixed vegetables, lovely romaine. You know those beautiful fancy green cauliflowers with gorgeous patterns. Romanesco, is it? I have no idea. I think it's Romanesco cauliflower. I don't know what you call it. But it was reduced at the supermarket and I grabbed it. So beautiful. Nature's so amazing. And it's just cauliflower and it tastes good. And it actually cooked better than normal white cauliflower did. Didn't fall apart, and I didn't cook it for very long. I just steamed it. It was absolutely delicious. So that with carrots and peas and sweet corn. And I made a kind of, not quite a white sauce. It was more of a yellow sauce with the turmeric and a bit of other spices in it, and garlic, and did I say mustard? Mustard, nutritional yeast, a few things like that, and made a sauce with it. Because in the afternoon we had wraps, and I had made tempeh, fried tempeh, breaded tempeh pieces to have with salad in wraps. And so I put some leaves, some potato salad we'd made, the tempeh pieces, peppers, and yeah, it was nice. It was yummy. So it already had something like that. So just vegetables and sauce for supper. And it was delicious. Even though it was very mild in flavour, it was delicious. Not filling. I mean, it was filling because of the fibre, but it wasn't the kind of food that sits in your stomach and makes you feel like you've eaten a 4-course meal and need to roll off the chair and can't move, like you get a food coma. I don't like food like that. So yeah, it was a general natter today, wasn't it? Sorry about that. But I was determined I was going to chat with you today. I was going to give you a video. So I'm going to go and edit this out now. By the time you get this, hopefully I'll have edited out quite a bit. I mean, there's like almost 20 minutes worth of rambling and mumbling, and so hopefully I'll take out all of the worst of the rambling bits and leave you with just an update on this week. And one message that I want you to take out of this video. Do what you can, make do with what you've got, whether it's resources, time, mental energy, physical energy, whatever. Make do with what you've got for now. Something is better than nothing to get done. And think ahead and prepare for what you are probably expecting, and know of your patterns that you've observed, and make sure that you are ahead of yourself with something so that you can have good times. You can avoid all the chaos and the stress and just focus on something good. That's what I want you to take from this week. Please do. Don't forget, leave a comment in the comment section if you don't mind and if you would like to. Don't forget to subscribe and share if you're not already done so. And yeah, I have done my books, but I haven't done much writing this week at all. Again, same as with the clearing out, though I have been going through my own manuscript and reading through it and checking for errors, doing a bit of editing. So I've done that. I haven't actually created a book this week, but I have been working on my own manuscript. So again, obviously I'm ticking off little bits and it's not so bad. I've actually achieved something. It's good to take stock, isn't it? Do you take stock? All right, folks. I'm going to leave you with that and get on with the craziness so that this day is not wasted, so that I can have a great weekend with the grandchildren. And by the time you get this video, it'll almost be your weekend. So have a good one. Until next week, which is a craft week, don't ask. I have no idea. I've got a plan written down. I'll look at it. And you will have something crafted to look at next week. Okay? See you next week, lovelies. Bye-bye.